Agriculture in our times. To know agriculture in our times, we go to Venkatapuram village. It is the groundnut harvesting season in Venkatapuram, and we met Rama, Lakshmamma, and Padma. They were poor laborers. Normally, women workers get about 100 to 130 per day. The men workers get 200 to 250 per day. But in the government schemes like Upadhi Hami schemes, the men and women get same as rupees 150 per day. In non-agriculture works, they get more than the agriculture works, but the non-agriculture works are scarce. Poor laborers like Rama, Lakshmana, Padma, they are facing a lot of problems. Actually, they spend a lot of time on their household work, such as getting their children ready and preparing food, getting water and firewood, and after that, work as agriculture laborers. Nearly two-fifths of all rural families, mainly they are agriculture laborers in Telangana. Only a few farmers have small plots of land. The remaining are all landless laborers. As non-agricultural jobs scarce in rural areas, many families migrated to towns and cities. Ravi, a farmer, and also their employer, employs only one or two men workers, and he employs several women workers for harvesting groundnut. Men workers are generally they are engaged to uprooting the groundnut plants and gathering bundles and carrying the bundles, and women are engaged in plucking groundnut pods. His daughter was also plucking groundnuts. He did not send her college because he was unable to pay the fees, and he has 4 acres of land with a borewell. Earlier, he used it to get water from the village tank, but now that water is not sufficient. 5 years back, he borrowed 75,000 rupees and dug a borewell. Up to 2 3 years, he cultivated 2 crops per year, but the groundwater level was decreased. Since last year, the water from the borewell is not sufficient. He is cultivating only 1 crop in a year. Farmers like Ravi need to borrow money to buy inputs like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, etc. For example, quality of seeds is not good and they apply the fertilizers improperly. Suppose pests attacks their crop, then their yield will be low. Mostly the farmers take loans from the money lenders and the brokers, and after the cropping they have to sell at a lower prefixed rate. Sometimes there are crop failures due to many reasons. In that position, they are unable to repay it. Contract farming. In contract farming, some companies make contracts with farmers to cultivate crops such as palm oil, paddy, amla, maize, groundnut, soya bean, cotton, chili, etc. In contract farming, generally the companies advise the farmers to follow the certain farming practices and also they provide the financial support. After the crop, company buy the harvest at a pre-fixed price, and after deducting the input costs, they will pay to the farmers. The companies use the produce as the raw material for their companies for making chips, tomato sauce, medicine, etc. and they export to the other countries also. Of course, the contract farming is not widespread in Telangana, but some farmers tried to get rid of their problems. They entered contract farming with the companies, and by this contract farming, they get advances for their crop inputs, and there is a assured of the prices also. However, sometimes they bear risk of poor harvest also. For example, the quality desired by the company is not fulfilled sometimes. The company refused to buy that crop. Farmers, to get high yield under contract farming, they use chemical fertilizers extensively and exploited the groundwater resources. This led to the reduce of groundwater level and the reduce of soil quality. Small farmer come laborers in Venkatapuram. There was a tiled house. In front of that house, a tractor with loads of harvested groundnut plants, and there was a farmer, Ramu. He owns 2 acres of land, which depends upon the village tank from the irrigation. However, a few big farmers divert tank water. For the 4 years ago, Ramu dug a borewell by borrowing money from Vijay Kumar. But there was no water, even digging up to 500 meters. Now he has to pay back the loan. He cultivates his land only during the Kharif season. The income from his fields, it is not sufficient to run his family. So he works on Vijay Kumar's fields also. Generally, Vijay Kumar provides water for Ramu's paddy fields. In return, he has to irrigate his employer's large paddy and sugarcane fields. Ramu can drive. As a tractor driver, he plows the fields and transport paddy and other things to the market. Small farmers of Telangana. Actually, 4 out of 5 farmers in Telangana are poor farmers. They own very little land and they have poor irrigation facilities also. They are in great need of loans. To get the loans, they have to approach the rich peasants or banks or money lenders or brokers. And after the cropping, they have to sell their products at lower prices. And to meet their needs, they have to work as laborers in other fields also. A big farmer, Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar's house had a big compound wall, inside which a paddy harvester, a thresher, and a tractor trailer. Some of the laborers were unloading the harvested groundnut plants, and some women were plucking the pods in a tile shed. This year, Vijay Kumar got a good harvest of groundnut. Vijay Kumar had 25 acres of land with 3 bore wells, and his paddy fields are in the command area of village tank. He borrowed 25 lakhs from the bank also to buy harvester and thresher. Generally, he hires them for the local farmers and the surrounding villages farmers also. Vijay Kumar gets some more income from selling the milk of more than 20 of his Murrah buffaloes. And also, he had a fertilizer shop and he lends money regularly to the farmers. And he had another house in the nearby town. In that house, his wife and children live. Agriculture in Telangana. Over the many years, agriculture has changed in Telangana. Paddy continues to be the main crop in Telangana, but other food crops like ragi, jawar, maize have declined and have been replaced by the cash crops like sugarcane, groundnut, turmeric, chilies, etc. So, the food crops were replaced by the cash crops. In olden days, most of the farmers depend upon the tanks and canals to irrigate their lands. But now, more than half of the farmers only depends on bore wells. This led to the depletion of groundwater level. Due to the crop failures, they are unable to repay their loans and they are forced to sell their lands and migrating to the towns as laborers. Today, 4 out of 5 small farmers are facing these worst conditions. On the other hand, big farmers benefit from new equipments and the growing market for agricultural produce. They diversified their investments. They are setting up dairy farms, poultry farms, shops, schools, and money lending, etc. But the agricultural laborers are not getting enough work, and even though their wages are not rising, the government employment schemes they provide somewhat relief, but this relief is only for a few days throughout the year. So they are migrating to the other villages and the towns.